sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one between the Dallas Cowboys and the London Black Knights. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Now Fields going to throw on the first play. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line.
Wow, just one snap in, partner, and the complexion of this game has already changed because for the defensive side, they just handed their offense a short field and a big early advantage. And even though it's only the first snap of the game, we're going to look back on this one and see if it has lasting effects as this game moves on.
Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Barkley will struggle to get to the line of scrimmage as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. So 2nd and goal, and standing by himself in the backfield, Barkley. He's going to get it again. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
We all know how much running backs love getting the ball down near the goal line. They think they're going to find a way into the end zone. He hasn't had that kind of luck so far. Ends up not getting in on the last 2 carries. You know he's going to be upset about a missed opportunity.
Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. Here's Barkley, and he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Give him a couple on the run there, and now they're in that in-between area here on 4th and goal. Well, if this defense can hold them to a field goal here, what a win that would be.
Not just a win on the possession, but psychologically take over the ball game. But this started with 1st and goal, so they were in 4-down territory right from the beginning. I say you finish it off and go for the touchdown.
The kick by Elliott is good, and that'll make it 3-0 here in the 1st. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Their 2nd drive here of the ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up. It bent a little but didn't break, only giving up the 3 points.
Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table there their last time out, but boy, they have to thank their defense for holding the opposition just 3 after they threw the pick. Their turn now. Back out on the field, put together a good drive, and get some points of their own.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Here's Fields. Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. going to loft one deep over the middle. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. Taken right around the 44. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Second down, here's Barkley again. It's a room to maneuver. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. It's Barkley on the counter. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
18 Madden 60.
Hurts. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
The kick by Elliott is good, and that will make it 6-0. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goal is probably not what they were hoping for.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
Set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're still in search of an initial 1st down as they come up here 1st and 10. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. And, Charles, you think about what this defense has had to prepare for. They're in for a battle. I mean, they're facing a team that is working on a 6-game winning streak.
And that can be intimidating when you think about it in those terms. But I think what they need to do is make some sort of a statement early in this game, whether it's a turnover, a takeaway, a key sack on 3rd down, a 3 and out. Something lets the other guys know that you mean business. figuratively, throw the first punch and make it a good one.
Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
And with a play clock about to expire, Mike McCarthy's going to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Pollard again. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
We constantly talk about defenders having great vision and being able to see plays unfold and make their own plays, but you also have to have good feel as well because you can't see everything out there. See the play unfold, feel what's going on, and then get to the right spot and make your own play. And in this case, it turned out to be a highlight one.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They'll run left with Pollard. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Off play action, Fields. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, obviously searching for their first touchdown this game, partner. And that quick 3 and out, that's not going to achieve that at all. Give victory to the secondary there. They brought out tight coverage on that 3rd down snap.
On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. Fielded at about the 28. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league,
that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And the Cowboys are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. 13-0 is the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Cowboys, nothing.
Now a give here to Pollard. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Fields hit and the ball is loose.
much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. First down, and it's Pollard again. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth so far. 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Fields. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And oh, no, it's incomplete. That's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up 4th down.
I thought that was a completed pass until he came in and forced the ball from his hands. Not only did he make a nice play, he brings up 4th down.
And his kick is good. And they will indeed get on the board here, but still trailing. It's now 13-3. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Running again with Barkley on 2nd down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Hurts sets up to throw it. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Well, you got to think, Charles, that one's on the quarterback. As everybody was up at the line of scrimmage, he just didn't call for the snap in time.
Yeah, I think he needs a little bit better awareness out there because you got to know when the clock's in single digits and either snap it or get a timeout called if you have one.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Throwing is Hurts. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. And what a big-time play there. 68 yards.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
Here's Hurts to throw. Touchdown! Devontae Smith, his first touchdown on the year. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Gonna run again here with Pollard. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. Pollard gonna try the right side. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. On 2nd and 11 now. Fields. Throw left side complete. That's Brown. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To throw is Fields. He finds his man, complete. It's Ferguson. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
It'll be a handoff to Pollard. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Fields now to throw. Quick slant caught by Chase. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 17 yards on the play as they try to eat into this 17-point deficit.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
They'll run with Pollard. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. They go back to Pollard on 2nd down. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal. Now a timeout called for by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Now here's Pollard. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Oh, he fakes a spike. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. He couldn't get the ball away on 4th and goal. And the ball will go over on the goal line stand. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he will perhaps get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And time has run out on this first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the 2nd half. And he returns this to the 22. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Second half begins with a run from Barkley. And not much doing there, maybe a yard up to the 23. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Andrews. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35. These 2 teams getting a couple of late-season tilts this year. Their first meeting was not too long ago, back in Week 12. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. The man in motion is Brown. On 2nd and 9. Hurts. He's got Smith here. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. 3rd and 7 now.
Well, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Forced out to him, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Jalen Hurts sacked by Sam Williams. A big loss on the play. Brings up 4th down.
And on now is the punter. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. Eight yards on the return following a punt of 41. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive to the 43, 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Pollard, and he'll be tackled at the 45 following a gain of just 2. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw, Fields. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
They're going forward with the option right, and he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field.
Let's go now.
Barkley, inside handoff. 51 yards on the ground for him so far.
Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams would take that every single time for the first play of the drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable 2nd down.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Looking to throw. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game. But in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
from the 22. Hurts. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And the Cowboys are going to take over here up near the 40. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores. But, yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And, look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is a team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Almost unstoppable on the ground there as that one is good for 39. Now the running back's a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say 200 plus?
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Add this game to the last one, and they moved the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now here's another carry for Harris. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Najee Harris. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Now for the point after. It's up, it's good. That'll make the scoreline 20-10.
Next to score, Black Knights 20, Cowboys 10.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. They'll start out on the ground, it's Saquon Barkley. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 71 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. A good gain of 12 yards that time.
That's another first down. First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second down and 8. They'll go to Barkley again. And he's got this down to the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
They get this to Smith on the jet sweep. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
As a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. In motion comes the tight end left. On 2nd and 12, Hurts gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
Partner, normally double coverage is reserved for receivers or tight ends, but this time they actually targeted the running back with it, and it still wasn't enough. He attacked the defense and got in a great position to haul in the catch and get a nice gain out of it.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley, and he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25.
I think there's a fatigue factor that's kicking in defensively. You know the will is still strong. I think the offense is starting to bend it just a little bit, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. It's looked that way. We'll see if they can continue this already strong drive. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They get this to Smith on the jet sweep. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the jet sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
From the 22, Hurts. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And he's going to have a gain of 11 to the 11 before he's brought down. 1st and 10.
I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Check, man. Check, man.
Again, it's Barkley. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. 106 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. So a big, big kick coming now for Jake Elliott. This will be just a 21-yard attempt. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that, maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist, but time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that. Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Now it's Fields. He's going deep for Brown. They've got his man complete. In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield.
Well, one way or the other, you knew they'd have to push the ball downfield on 3rd and long, but I'm not sure the defense was expecting to push it that far downfield. Their math didn't add up, but it certainly did for the offense.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the 11-yard line.
Now a give here to Pollard. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. A play fake, now Fields to throw. That's swung out wide to Harris. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They go back to Pollard on 2nd down. And he stopped immediately there. Now the Cowboys are going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining.
Sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, 2nd half, you're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
And not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
Trying to run for it with Pollard. And this time he is in. Tony Pollard with touchdown number 29. Too short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31. And the Cowboys have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So they got one of the 2 touchdowns they needed. Now for the onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. A big mistake in that spot. You got to let it go, Tim.
They didn't give themselves a chance. They had an opportunity, touched it first. Now they're in a really bad spot.
Saquon Barkley running right. He'll take this to the 46. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
It's 2nd and 8.
Ready?
They'll run it again with Barkley. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. Now a timeout called for by by the defense as it comes with 1:15 left to go in the second half. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good. But when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion as we just saw there, that's winning football.
They're going on fourth down with Hurts. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. The fourth down pass play doesn't work out. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. So that's a decision that could loom pretty large here. They go for it on fourth down, but come up empty.
But I actually like the call. And the reason? It shows me a head coach has faith in his team overall. First on the offensive side, thinking they can pick it up, but also knowing that he has faith in his defense that if they don't, they'll go out there and stop them. I like the confidence he showed.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive because I think this offense is ready.
And that is caught. Touchdown. And they're an extra point away from taking the lead here in the final minute. Sam Sloman down for the point after. And they have taken the lead here in this fourth quarter.
Makes the score Cowboys 24, Black Knights 23.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on fourth, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on fourth down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride, the offense, this go-around. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. And they'll They'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. Back to throw. He forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
Going to try the right side. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. Second and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. Going to run again here with Pollard. Room here to run. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Now receiver in motion left. It'll be a handoff to Pollard. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. On second down, it's Pollard. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down. That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the fourth.